So in this video, we are going to learn how to create WhatsApp chatbot for Facebook lead nurturing. Yes, that's right. We are going to create a system with a chatbot using which whenever we are going to get a new lead generated on Facebook lead ads, automatically we are going to add the details of the same lead in our Google spreadsheet. After that, we are going to start sending a WhatsApp message to the same lead using Pabbly chat flow. Now, after sending the WhatsApp message, whenever the user is going to reply to that particular message, after receiving the reply, the chatbot or the flow which we are creating in Pabbly chat flow will trigger, and according to that flow, whatever questions or messages we have planned in that flow, all of that will be sent. After the flow is completed, after the conversation with the user of that flow is ended, we are going to send the details of the user which we have collected in that flow to a webhook URL from Pabbly chat flow. After getting the webhook URL response in Pabbly Connect from Pabbly chat flow, this another automation workflow will trigger. It will get the data from Pabbly chat flow. It will search for the same lead in our Google spreadsheet which we have added earlier. And after searching the lead, it will update the same details received from Pabbly chat flow back in the Google Sheet. In this way, you can create a complete system of lead nurturing automation with the chatbot. Now, if you want to learn how you can set up this complete automation all by yourself, for that, you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my Facebook page which I have created for my real estate business. And on this Facebook page, I'm running some ads to generate some new leads. Now I want that whenever we get a new lead over here, I want to add the same leads details in our Google spreadsheet. After adding the details, I want to send a WhatsApp message from Pabbly chat flow to the same lead and start the process of lead nurturing. Now in Pabbly chat flow, in this video, we are going to see how you can create a flow. So after sending our first message, we are asking the user to select one option and reply. And using Pabbly chat flow, we are going to create a flow. So whenever the user is going to reply to the first message which we have sent, the flow triggers, and one by one, the flow will ask some questions, ask some details to the user for which they can reply on WhatsApp itself. After collecting all the details like what kind of property they are looking for, what is their budget, what is the location, and all of those details, at last we are going to update the same details back in our same Google spreadsheet. So let's say we are getting the name, email, mobile number, and city of the lead from Facebook lead ads. And after that, we will be sending the WhatsApp message and ask the question, collect the details like what is the type of property they are looking for, what is their budget, at what time frame they are looking to purchase the property, and what is their preferred location using the flow which we are going to build in Pabbly chat flow. Now to do this, to build this complete system around WhatsApp, Facebook ads, and Google Sheet, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration platform. So using Pabbly Connect, we are going to capture our Facebook lead, add them in our Google Sheet, and send the first message using Pabbly chat flow on WhatsApp to the lead. After that, in Pabbly chat flow, we are going to build the flow, and using the flow which we are going to create, we are going to collect the details. At last, after collecting all the details in our WhatsApp conversation from Pabbly chat flow, we are going to send the same details to Pabbly Connect. So we are going to create another workflow in Pabbly Connect where we are going to get the details from Pabbly chat flow of the user and update the Google spreadsheet. So let's see how it is done. Click on this Create Workflow button and give this workflow a name. Let's say I'll name it as Facebook to Google Sheets to Pabbly chat flow. So this is the name of the workflow I'm going to give. Then after that, just select the folder of the Pabbly Connect account in which you want to create this flow and click on Create. Now, as you click on Create, the workflow will open in front of us. In this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger step. So first of all, we are going to connect our Facebook lead ads account or our Facebook page with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step, so that whenever we get a new lead on Facebook lead ads, automatically the details of the same lead are captured inside Pabbly Connect and this Pabbly Connect workflow will trigger. Here in our trigger step in Choose App, we will search for Facebook lead ads. Just select it. After selecting Facebook lead ads in trigger event from the drop-down, select the trigger event as new lead instant. Then just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here we have to connect our Facebook Lead Ads account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this Connect with Facebook Lead Ads button. Now here in this pop-up window, you can see we have this continue option. Just click on this continue button and we will see, because we have already logged into a Facebook account in our browser, Pabbly Connect will detect the same account and make the connection over here. After making the connection, the first thing it asks us is the page name. So in this drop-down, you can see a list of all the pages which we have in our Facebook account. Out of all of this, new leads from which particular page we want to capture, on which page we are running the ads, for which we want to get the new leads, for whom we want to set up this automation. We have to select that. The name of my Facebook page is Home Hub Real Estate. So here in our Pabbly Connect workflow, from this drop-down, I'm just going to search for the same page, Home Hub Real Estate, and select it. After selecting the Facebook page, it is going to ask us for the lead gen form. So while running the ad, it is most likely possible that we might have created multiple lead generation form. Now, if you want to capture the leads of a specific form, you can select that form from this drop-down. Or if you want to capture the lead and set up this automation for all the lead gen form which you have on this Facebook page, you can select this option of all lead gen form. And I'm going to select that. After selecting the Facebook page and the lead gen form, just click on Save and Send Test Request. And as we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see it is showing us waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to capture some response of a new lead from Facebook lead ads. Now after this, what we have to do, we will just go to our Facebook lead ad testing tool. And using this tool, we are going to generate a test lead, a dummy lead, so that we can capture the response. Now, if you also want to know that how you can access this lead ad testing tool and how you can generate a test lead using this, we already have a dedicated video live on the channel. You can just refer to that video and learn that how you can use this lead ad testing tool to generate the test lead. After coming to the lead ad testing tool, from this drop-down, we have to select the Facebook page, and in the next drop-down, we have to select the lead gen form using we want to generate the lead. And after that, just click on this preview form button. After clicking on preview form, here you can see our lead gen form will open in front of us. And here in this form, we are going to enter the details of a dummy lead over here. Let's say we are going to enter the name, then we are going to enter the email address, then we are going to enter the mobile number. And whatever mobile number, whatever phone number the lead is going to enter over here in the lead gen form, on the same number, we will be sending the WhatsApp message using Pabbly chat flow. Then after that, let me enter the city as, for example, Bhopal, and click on continue. After clicking on continue, let's click on submit. And as we click on submit, just now we have received a new lead on our Facebook lead ad account, basically on our Facebook page. And because we have connected our lead ad account with Pabbly Connect, we will see in our Pabbly Connect workflow in this trigger step, we have received some response. And in this response, you can see the details of the exact same lead. We have the same name, same email, same phone number, and also the same city. If we scroll down further, you can see rest of the details of the same lead. This means the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have captured the details of a new lead from Facebook lead ads to Pabbly Connect. After that, in the next step, we want to send all of these details and add these details in our Google spreadsheet. For that, we will just scroll down, come to this action step, and here in Choose App, I will search for Google Sheets. Just select it. After selecting Google Sheets, an action event from the drop-down, select the action event as Add New Row. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here we have to connect our Google Sheets account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this Sign In with Google button. Then here in this pop-up window, select your Google Sheets account, then just scroll down and click on Continue. And as we click on Continue, we will see our Google Sheets account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, the first thing it asks us is to select the spreadsheet. So in this drop-down, you can see a list of all the spreadsheets which we have in our Google Sheets account. Out of all of this, the spreadsheet in which we want to add the details of these new leads is named as Facebook Lead Nurturing. So here from this drop-down, we are going to select the spreadsheet. Then after that, it is asking us to select the sheet. Now in this spreadsheet, we have only one sheet over here, but it is most likely possible that in your Google spreadsheet, you might have created multiple sheets over here. So in which particular sheet we want to add the new row of data, we have to select that. In this drop-down, because we have only one sheet, you can see only one option of sheet 1, and we are going to select that. Then after that, all the columns of data which we have created in this Google Sheet, you can see all of these columns as fields inside Pabbly Connect. Now, we have received some of the details from Facebook lead ads of a new lead like name, email, mobile number, and city. And we want to collect rest of these details by having a WhatsApp conversation with the user. So what we are going to do, the details of a new lead which we have received from Facebook lead ads in the triggers tab, one by one, we are going to enter all of these details and map it into their respective field to add the data in Google Sheets. And the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field of name, and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Facebook lead ads of a new lead. Out of all of these responses, select the response of first name and it will be mapped. Then just add a space and map the response of last name over here. Then it is asking us for the email, so we will just search for the response of email and map it. Then we are going to map the response of mobile number over here. So let me just search for the response of phone number and map it too. Then we are going to map the response of city. So let's search for the response of city and select it and map it. So these were the details of a new lead which we have received from Facebook lead ads, and we have mapped these details into their respective field. Now, because we don't have rest of the details now, so we are going to update it later on in this video. After mapping all the details of a new lead which we have received into their respective fields, just scroll down and click on Save and Send Test Request. And as we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data of a new lead which we have captured on Facebook lead ads is now added in Google Sheets. And here in our Google spreadsheet, you can see that just now a new row of data is added. And these are the details of the same lead. So the step 2 is also completed. Now after this, let's move to step 3. And in step 3, using Pabbly chat flow, we want to send a welcome message, a template message to the same lead on their WhatsApp number. For that, we will scroll down, click on this Add Action Step button over here. And here in Choose App, we will search for Pabbly Chat Flow. After selecting Pabbly Chat Flow, in Action Event from the drop-down, select the action event as Send Template Message. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here, we have to connect our Pabbly Chat Flow account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API key, the API token of our chat flow account. Now you must be thinking how you will get this API token. To get it, just log into your Pabbly Chatflow account. From the left sidebar, go to Settings and go to API and Webhooks. After coming to API and Webhooks, here you can see we have the API token of our Chatflow account. Just copy the API token from here and paste it over here. After pasting the API token, just click on Save. And as we click on Save, you will see our Chatflow account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, it is asking us for the recipient mobile number. That what is the mobile number of the person to whom we want to send the WhatsApp message. So we have received the mobile number of the person of the lead from Facebook lead ads in the Triggers tab. So here from the Triggers tab responses, we are going to map the response of the same mobile number in this Chat Flow Actions tab. So we are just going to click on this field of recipient mobile number, and from the drop down, select and map the response over here. But the help text below this number says that we have to enter the recipient WhatsApp number with country code but without the plus sign. But we have received the mobile number of a lead from Facebook lead ads with country code and with the plus sign. So we have to remove this plus sign from this number. So what we are going to do, we are going to use a feature of Pabbly Connect called Text Formatter. And using Text Formatter, we are going to remove the plus sign from this number. For that, we will scroll up, and before this chat flow step, just click on this Add Action Step button over here. Here in Choose App, I will search for Text Formatter Pabbly. Then after that, in Action Event from the drop-down, select the action event as Split Text. Then just click on Connect. After clicking on Connect, the first thing it asks is Text to Split. And here in Text to Split, we are going to map the response of mobile number from Facebook lead ad responses. So from the drop-down, select and map the mobile number. Then in separator, we are going to enter plus over here as a separator, and here in segment index, we are going to select all. And after that, just click on this Save and Send Test Request button. Now, as we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received a response, and in response result, because we have splitted this response of number in two parts of before and after the plus sign. We don't have anything before the plus sign, that's why the result 0 is blank over here. But we have the complete mobile number with country code after the plus sign. That's why we have received the result 1 as the mobile number. So now we are going to map this response of mobile number after removing the plus sign in the Pabbly chat flow actions tab. So we'll just click on this same field over here, remove this response, and from the text formatter responses from the drop down, select and map the response of mobile number over here. After mapping the recipient mobile number, it is asking us for the template name. So we all know that to initiate a conversation with a user via WhatsApp APIs, the first message which we have to send should be a template message. Now here in this dropdown, it is asking us to select the template message of your choice. So here in Pabbly chat flow, I have already created some template message. If you want to create a template message of your choice, just click on this add new template button and you can create a template message of your choice over here. But right now, I have already created a template message named as Real Estate Lead Nurture. So I want to send this message as the first message to the new leads which we are getting on Facebook as a WhatsApp message. So here in this dropdown, you can see a list of all the created and approved template of our chat flow account. Out of all of this, we are going to select the template message which we want to send using this automation and select it over here. After selecting the template message, it is asking us for the header type. Now in this template message, we are not adding any kind of header over here. We are not adding any kind of image, video or text as a header. So we can just keep this field of header type, header parameters, media URL and file name as planned. Also in this template message, we are also not sending any kind of coupon codes over here. So that's why we can keep the field of copy code and URL variable as planned. We are only sending a parameter, a body field over here. So after hello, we wanted to mention the name of the person and that's the only thing we are adding in this template message. So what we are going to do, we are just going to enter the name of the lead to whom we are sending the WhatsApp message. So from the Facebook lead at responses, we are going to select the response of the first name and map it over here. So in this way, what is going to happen, whatever name, whatever first name the lead is going to enter in our lead gen form, the same name will be added in the WhatsApp message, which we are going to send to them using Pabbly chat flow. Now, instead of this, if you have created some other template message in which you have added multiple body fields and added some kind of header or footer text as well, in that case, you can enter the value of the header text over here. And below this, you will get a list of all the body parameters which you have created. And one by one, you can enter the details, enter the text that whatever text you want to put in place of those body parameters. Right now, in this template, we had only one body field of name over here. So that's why I've mapped the first name over here. After entering the mobile number and entering all the details of the body fields, just click on Save and Send Test Request. And as you click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that just now we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response, a success response to us. This response shows that this template message is now sent to the same lead whose which we have captured on Facebook lead ads using Pabbly chat flow. Also in our Pabbly chat flow inbox, you can see that this message is now sent. So in the inbox, you can see the message is sent to the user and it has also delivered. And now we are going to open the WhatsApp account of the same user of the same number to whom we have sent the template message. So I'll just go to the WhatsApp account and yes, here you can see that on the WhatsApp account as well, you can see the message is received. In this message, after hello, we have added a body field where we have mentioned the first name of the lead. So here you can see that we have the same first name, hello demo. Thank you for showing your interest in our real estate properties. We would love to help you find the perfect property that suits your needs. To get started, please choose an option below. So here you can see that it is asking us to select an option and in this template message, we have added two quick reply buttons. First one is looking to buy and second one is just exploring. Now, the automation workflow of Pabbly Connect, the first automation workflow is successfully created, using which we are adding the new Facebook lead in Google Sheet and sending a WhatsApp message, initiating a conversation on WhatsApp with the new leads with Pabbly chat flow. Now, after sending this template message, user will be selecting any one option out of these two buttons. And after selecting any option, what is the message we want to send? What is the flow we want to create? We are going to create that flow inside Pabbly chat flow. So after coming to Pabbly chat flow, from the left sidebar, we just have to go to the flows section. After coming to flows section, here you can see the total number of flows which you have created, total number of active flow which you have, and what are inactive flows. Also here you can see that a list of all the flows which we have built. To start creating a new chat flow inside Pabbly chat flow, just click on this add flow button. After clicking on add flow, here you can see that the flow builder will open in front of us. And the first thing it is going to ask us is how we are going to start our flow. Now to start a flow, we have multiple options. Either we can enter some keywords over here like hi, hello, hey, that if we get these messages from the users, from the customers, in that case, this flow will start and the conversation will be continued using this flow automatically. Now, if you don't want to set up some kind of keywords, you can enter the regex as well. So if you get a fixed set of words in the message, in the incoming message from the users, in that case as well, you can set up this flow in such a way that if you get a fixed set of words, this flow will start after that. Or what you can do, you can choose a template. So we have sent a template message to the users on WhatsApp, and we can basically select this template that if any user to whom we have sent this template message replies using these buttons which we have added in the template, then this flow should start. And we are going to do the same. Here in the flow start button, we will just click on this choose template button, and we are going to select the same template using which we have sent the WhatsApp messages to our leads. So this is the template, and we have selected this template over here. After selecting this template, you can see because we have added two buttons in the template, we have two options over here. If the user select this option and send this thing looking to buy as a quick reply, in that case, what do we want to do? How we want this flow to continue? And if the user is selecting the second option of just exploring, in that case, what we want to do? How we want this flow to flow? What is the next message we want to send to them? We have to select that. We are going to create a flow like that. So first, we are going to start with the first option of looking to buy. So if the user select this option of looking to buy over here, then in that case, what I want to do, I want to send them a message and ask them that what kind of property they are looking for. So let's say I want to send a message. I want to continue the conversation by sending a message as, great, what type of property you are looking? And then I'm going to give them some option. I'm going to add some quick reply buttons once again. Let's say the first property type which I offer is apartment. So this is the first property type. The second which I offer is villa. So this is the second type of property. And the third type of property, or the third option which I'm offering them, is commercial space. So this is the message which I want to send to them. Whenever they are going to select the option of looking to buy, I want to send this particular message with these three options. Now, if the user is going to select any option out of all of this, I want to update the same details in the user's contact as well. So here in Pabbly Chat Flow, if we go to the contact section, you can see that the same person to whom we have sent the WhatsApp message just now will be added as a contact. So here we will just check the contact list, and here it is. And here for this particular contact, if I click here, you can see we will be having some custom fields as well, custom field values. And the custom field values are not updated yet. So what we want to do, we want to one by one update the custom fields or the responses which are selected by the user into that contact's custom field, into the contact's information. So I've already created custom field for all kind of messages in my Chatflow account. So if we go to settings and go to contact custom fields over here, in that case here you can see that here we have a list of all the custom fields which I have added for my contacts in my Pabbly Chatflow account. So basically, I have added 4 custom fields to manage the contact: property type, budget, time frame, and preferred location. So whatever option the user is going to select over here in this message, that particular answer, that particular option will be updated in front of property type for that same contact. So in the contact custom field, for this particular contact, the property type will be whatever option they are going to select. So we have created this kind of message. We are sending this message and giving these 3 options. Now, what if the user selects apartment as a property type in which they are interested? We want to update the custom field. So here I'm going to add this action of set custom field over here. After that, I'm going to connect this node of set contact custom field with this option of apartment. So we are just going to make the connection. We are going to select the custom field as property type and update the value as apartment over here. So if the user is going to select apartment as the quick reply, then we are going to update the apartment as the property type for this contact. But if the user is going to select villa or commercial space, what we want to do, we want to update those respective fields. So I'll just copy this same node, connect this second node with the option of villa and update the value as villa over here. Now after that, I'll just clone the same node, connect the third node which we are getting over here with the option of commercial space, and we are going to update the value as commercial space over here. So in this way, if the users are selecting any option, we are going to update that value in front of that custom field of property type for this particular contact. Now, after this, what is the next message we want to send? After updating this, we want to send another message. So we'll just select this option, this message type as text button over here. And then we are going to connect all of these nodes over here of updating custom fields to this particular message. So what we have done, whatever option the user is selecting, we are updating that answer over here for contact custom field, and we are moving to the next message. Now here in the next message, we want to ask the user about their budget. So I'll just enter the message that what is your budget range? And here in budget range as well, I want to give them 3 different options. The first option is of under 50 lakh rupees. Then after that, the second option which I want to give to them is of 50 lakhs to 1 crore. And then after that, I want to give them the third option for the budget over 1 crore. So here I'm asking the question, next question which I'm asking is about the budget range, and we have also given the 3 options. We are segregating the users in these 3 categories. And once again, what we have to do, whatever budget the user is going to select over here, the same budget should be updated for the budget custom field of that contact. So once again, we'll just copy this contact custom field node over here. If the user is selecting the budget that is under 50 lakhs, in that case, what we want to do, we'll just connect this node. We are going to update the contact custom field of budget. And the value which we are going to enter is of under 50 lakh rupees. Then after that, I'll just clone the same node. Then we are going to add the second node for the second option over here. And similarly, we are going to add the third node for the third option too. Now, if the user is selecting the budget as 50 lakhs to 1 crore, then we are going to update the custom field of budget with 50 lakhs to 1 crore. And if the user is selecting the budget of 1 crore, then we are going to update the same value over here. So whatever option they are going to select, we are going to update the same value for the budget custom field of that contact. Now, after this, what we have to do, we are going to move to the next question. So we are just going to add another message node over here, connect all of these 3 options, like whatever option they select, we are going to move to the next message. And here in the next message, I want to ask them that when they are planning to buy. And here also, we have categorized the users in 3 categories. First one is immediately, second one in within 3 months, and the third one is after 6 months. So let me enter those 3 options over here. So the first option is immediately. The second option is if they are planning to buy within 3 months. And then we have the third option that if they are planning to buy more than or after 6 months, if their buying plan is more than 6 months. So we have created these 3 options. In the next message, we are asking them then when they are planning to buy, and we have given these 3 options. After this as well, once again, we want to update the same response in their contact custom field. So we'll be adding the contact custom field node over here, select the time frame as the custom field. So we want to update the custom field of time frame. If they're selecting immediately, then we want to update the value as immediately. Then if they're selecting the time frame as within 3 months, then we are going to update the time frame as within 3 months. And if they're selecting the time frame as more than 6 months, in that case, what we are going to do, we are going to add another node, connect the node with this option of more than 6 months, and update the same value over here. So these are the values, these are the options, these are the things which we will be updating over here. So we have successfully created the third question too. Now after this, we are going to have a last question, the fourth question. And this is not a question with a quick reply button. So for that, we are going to add this node of ask question. So here in this ask question node, we don't have to add any quick reply button or some quick reply option. So we are going to connect all of these options, all of these nodes of contact custom field with this question. And the last question is about the location. So the message is, which location are you interested in? In which location they are looking to buy the property. Then after that, here in contact custom field, in select contact custom field, whatever message the user is going to send for this message, after this message, whatever reply they are going to give, we can directly update that reply into the contact custom field. So we don't have to add this contact custom field node over here. We can just directly select the custom field from this drop down of preferred location, which we have already created, and then update the response over here. Also in select format, we can select a format that if the user is replying in that particular format, only in that case, we will be considering that response or that answer as a valid response. So in format, I'm selecting any over here because the location might contain some kind of addresses, some cities, some text or numbers or anything like that. So in this way, we have added this node of question. You can add this node of question over here, ask a question. The user can send any message, any text as a reply and update that reply. You can directly update that reply as a custom field value. So these were some of the questions which I want to ask using this flow on WhatsApp to the users, to our Facebook leads. Now, after asking all the questions what we want to do, whatever answers they have given to us, we have updated all of these answers into the custom nodes over here in the custom fields. Then we want to send all of these data to Pabbly Connect to another webhook URL. And in Pabbly Connect, we are going to create an automation and update the details back in our Google Sheets over here. So in Google Sheets as well, we have added the column for all of these information. So whatever answer they are giving on our chat flow over here, using this flow, whatever answer we are getting, we want to send the same answers to Pabbly Connect over here. So what I'm going to do, I'll just go to Pabbly Connect dashboard once and we are going to create another flow over here. So let's say I'll name this workflow as webhook response from chat flow. You can give any name as per your choice. Let's click on create. After creating a workflow inside Pabbly Connect, we want to receive a webhook URL. So here in the trigger step of the workflow, select webhook Pabbly over here. After selecting webhook by Pabbly in trigger event from the dropdown, select the trigger event as catch webhook. And Pabbly Connect has given us a webhook URL. Now we have to copy this webhook URL from here and go to the flow builder which we have created in chat flow. Now here in flow builder, after collecting or after creating a flow of your choice, asking all the questions and adding all the nodes, updating all the custom fields, at last when we want to basically send the data to Pabbly Connect or to a webhook URL, we have to add this node of API request. So here you can see that we can add this node of API request, and after adding the node, just click on this webhook URL field. As we click on it, this dialog box will appear, this pop-up box will appear in front of us. Here in this pop-up box, we can configure the API request which we want to send. So here in select from this drop-down, we are going to select the method as post, and here in the URL, we are going to paste the exact same webhook URL which Pabbly Connect gave us. Just copy it from here and then paste it over here. Then after that, it is asking us for the params. That what are the params? What are the parameters or the details we want to basically send to the Pabbly Connect webhook? So let's say I want to send the details as the first thing which I want to send is of mobile number. So I'll enter the key as mobile number over here. And then here in select contact custom field, we have to enter the custom field of mobile number. Now here in custom field, you can see all the additional custom fields or new custom fields which we have added in Pabbly chat flow can be seen from this drop down. But if you want to add some information like the name, first name, last name or the mobile number from this contact custom field page, you can just copy that custom field. So let's say I want to send the mobile number of the user with whom we are having the conversation. So I will just copy the custom field of mobile number from this page and paste it over here. So $mobile number is the custom field label for the mobile number of the user. Then after mobile number, I want to send the property type. Property type. So what kind of property the user is looking for? So I'm going to enter the key as property type, and in front of it from the drop down, I'm going to select the response or the custom field of property type over here. Then we are going to add another custom field of budget over here, budget. And in front of it, we are going to select the custom field of budget. Then in the next key, we are going to enter the time frame, that in what time frame the user is going to buy the property they're looking to buy. So we are going to select the time frame, and we are going to add the last custom field of preferred location. Preferred location. And we are going to select the contact custom field of preferred location. So what we have done, first we have created the custom field in our chart flow account. Then after that, we have created the flow, asked the question related to those custom fields, and whatever answers the user were giving, we have updated those details in the contact custom field of the same contact. And at last, using this API request, we are going to send all of those custom field values, all of those answers to webhook URL, means to Pabbly Connect. After creating the params over here and adding the webhook URL, to test this API request, click on this test button. And as you click on test, a test response is sent. And here in our Pabbly Connect workflow as well, you can see we have received a test response. So this means the connection is working perfectly fine. Now just click on this recapture webhook response button and select yes, and it will change to waiting for webhook response. Now after this, we'll go back to Flow and click on this save button. And we have successfully saved this API node over here. So this API node will basically send all of these details to the webhook URL. After the API configuration, after this, what we have to do, we just have to connect our last question over here with this API request node. And at last, we want to send a thank you message. Now to send the thank you message, just click on this custom status code button. A field will be added and write 200 over here. So if we get the status code as 200 on an API request, it basically means the request is successfully done. Now at last, we want to send a last message over here, which will be the thank you message. So we are going to connect this 200 status code with this thank you message node, and whatever thank you message you want to basically send to the user, you have to enter that message over here. So I'll just enter the thank you message which I want to send, and this is the message. Thank you. Based on your preferences, we'll share some amazing properties that matches your requirement. Our team will reach out shortly with the best option. Feel free to ask any question. So this is the last message I want to send using this flow. So we have entered this message and connected the API step after that. Now after this, we have created this flow if the user is interested or looking to buy the property. But if the user is just exploring, then I just want to send them a thank you message and ask them to keep exploring over here. I don't want to continue this flow if the user is selecting this option. So we are just going to add the text button node over here. We'll just enter the message node, connect this option with this message node, and whatever message you want to send, you can enter it over here. So I want to send a message like this. The message will be, thank you for your interest. Feel free to explore at your own pace. If you have any questions or need assistance in finding the perfect property, just let us know. We are here to help anytime. So this is the message which I want to send if the user is selecting this option of just exploring in this template message. So in this way, I have just created a simple and short flow where after asking all the question and updating all the answers in the custom field, we are sending an API request to a webhook URL. After creating this flow, let me just save this flow, give this flow a name as, for example, real estate lead nurturing. Real estate lead nurturing. This will be the name of our flow which I have given. You can give any other name of your choice. And then just click on save button. The clicking on save button is very important. It is very important to update the flow status over here. After that, here you can see we have successfully created the flow. So till now in this automation, we have successfully captured the Facebook lead, added the lead in Google Sheet, and sent a template message using chat flow to the same lead. After sending the template message, we have also created a flow that in the template message, if the user is selecting any option, the flow which we have created using Pabbly chat flow, this flow will trigger and it will basically send the messages or ask the question or nurture the leads. So let's check this flow. The flow which we have created, we are going to test it. This was the last step. This was the last message which we sent to the user. And here, this is the WhatsApp account of the user. So as a user, I'm going to select this option of looking to buy. So as I click on this button here, you can see the looking to buy, this message is sent. And in return, it is asking us that what type of property I'm looking. So this is the same question which we have added in our flow. So let's see, I'm looking the property as apartment over here. So as I select apartment, then after that, it is asking me for the budget. Let's say I'm selecting the budget as 50 lakhs to 1 crore over here. After selecting the budget, it is asking us that when I'm planning to buy, let's select immediately, and then it will ask us for the location. And location was a question message, so that's why it is not giving me any option. Let's see, I'm entering the location as Bhopal, and as I select Bhopal, after the question, we have added the API node in our flow. So this means all of these details will be sent to Pabbly Connect, to webhook. So here in our Pabbly Connect workflow, you can see that we have received the webhook response. And in this webhook response, you can see we have all the answers which were selected while having this WhatsApp conversation. We have selected the time frame as immediately, property type as apartment, location as Bhopal, this was our number, and this was our budget. So this means this flow which we have created in Pabbly chat flow is working perfectly fine. And after this, at last, we have also received the thank you message in the same flow. So we have successfully created the flow as well and sent the responses of the flow to Pabbly Connect workflow. Now after this, what we want to do, we want to update the same details for this particular number in our Google spreadsheet as well. So in our Google Sheet, first we want to search that in which particular row we are having the details of this WhatsApp number, of this contact number. For that, we'll just scroll down, come to this action step of this Pabbly Connect workflow and search for Google Sheets. Just select it. After selecting Google Sheets, in action event from the drop-down, select the action event as Lookup Spreadsheet row. Then just click on Connect, and because we have connected our Google Sheet previously in some other workflow, you can just select the existing connection and click on Save. After clicking on Save, we will see our Google Sheets account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, it is asking us to select the spreadsheet. So here in this drop-down, we are going to select the same spreadsheet in which we have added the details of our new lead. So from the drop-down, let's select the same spreadsheet and also the same sheet. Then it is asking us for the lookup value, that what is the value we are looking for. So we are going to search for the users in our Google spreadsheet using the mobile number. And we have received the mobile number as a webhook response from Pabbly chat flow. So here from the trigger step responses, we are going to map this response of mobile number into this lookup value field. Just click on this field and from the drop down from webhook responses, select and map the mobile number. Then it is asking us for the lookup column. Now we have the mobile number in column C of our Google spreadsheet. So we are going to enter the lookup column as column C. And here in n column data, we have to basically enter the name of the last column in which we are having any data. So we want to search till column D. We want to get the data till column D. So we are going to select n column data as column D because it is the last column in which we are entering the data. Then it is asking us lookup as date. So no, we are not searching for date. And we want to get the headers as the key in response. So we are selecting yes. And we want to search for the user from the top. So we are selecting top over here. And then just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request here, you can see that we have received the response. And in this response, we have received the row index that in which particular row number we have the details of the user with the same mobile number over here, which we have received from Pabbly chat flow. So the row number is 2 over here. We have the same name, email address, and the same city too. Now after this, we will just scroll down, click on this add action step button. And in the same row in which we have the details of this mobile number of this user with the mobile number, we are going to update the rest of the details which we have received from chat flow. So once again, we will search for Google Sheets over here. And after selecting Google Sheets, in action event from the drop down, we are going to select the action event as update row. Then just click on connect, select the existing connection and click on save. After clicking on save, here you can see that once again, what is going to happen? Our Google Sheets account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. Then after that, here in select spreadsheet, select the same spreadsheet, same sheet, and here in row index, in the previous step from lookup spreadsheet row, we have received the response of the row index that in which particular row we have the details of this user. So from the responses of lookup spreadsheet, from the previous step responses, we are going to map this response of row index over here. So just click on this field and from the drop down from Google Sheet lookup spreadsheet row responses, select and map the response of row index. Then we already have the name, email, mobile number and city in our Google Sheet, but we want to update these details like property type, budget, time frame and preferred location. So let's start. Here we will just click on this field of property type and from the drop down from webhook responses which we have received from Pabbly chat flow, select the response of the property type selected by the user and map it. Then we are going to map the response of budget over here, select and map the budget. Then we are going to map the time frame. And at last, we are going to map the preferred location. After mapping all of these details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. And as you click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we have received a response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped, basically the details which we have received from Pabbly chat flow as an API request, is now added in our Google spreadsheet. So let's check it. We will just go to a Google Sheet and yes, here you can see that in our Google Sheet in front of the same number in the same row, the details are now added. And these are the same details which are selected by the user while having the conversation on WhatsApp, the same options which they have selected. Now, after setting up this automation, so we have successfully created this complete process of sending a WhatsApp message to a Facebook lead, nurturing that lead, and after that, sending or updating the details of the nurtured lead back in our Google spreadsheet. Now, after this, I'll just clear my Google spreadsheet once. So I'll just clear the row over here. Then also, I'm just going to clear the WhatsApp chat over here. Let's click on delete chat. Then I'll go to my Pabbly chat flow account. The flow is created. Let's close all the extra tabs. We are just going to test this complete automation and this complete process. I'll come to this Facebook lead ad testing tool and we are going to generate a test lead. But before generating another test lead, we have to delete the existing test lead because using this lead ad testing tool, you can only have one lead at a time. Click on this delete lead button. As you click on this delete lead button, the previous lead will be deleted. We will just refresh our lead ad testing tool page once. After refreshing the page, once again we'll select the page and the form. So from this drop down, I'll just search for the same page over here, Home Hub Real Estate. Then we are going to select the same lead gen form and click on this preview form button. Then after that, here in this lead gen form, we are going to enter the details of a new user. Let's see, the name of the person is test user over here. Just for testing purposes, I'm going to enter the same mobile number over here. So first, let me just enter the email address. Then I'm going to enter the same mobile number so that we can check and test this complete automation, this complete flow. And then the cities, for example, Mumbai this time. So we are going to enter a different city over here and a different city in the WhatsApp chat. The city is Mumbai over here in the lead gen form, and click on continue and click on submit. Now, as you click on submit here, you can see just now a new lead is generated in Facebook lead ads, and instantly the same lead will be added in Google Sheets. So here you can see that in our Google spreadsheet, we have the data of the exact same lead. We have the same name, same email, same mobile number, and same city. Then after that, automatically, instantly, a WhatsApp message has been sent on the same number of the lead. So if we check the WhatsApp account here, you can see that the WhatsApp message is received. And in this message, we have two options, looking to buy and just exploring. If I select this option of looking to buy, it is going to ask me about the type of property. Let's say I'm selecting commercial space over here. Then after that, it is asking us for the budget. I'm selecting the budget as above 1 crore. Then here you can see that in the flow, whatever questions and options we have added, we have the same thing. I'm planning to buy within 3 months. After that, it is asking us for the next question, which is Delhi. So the answer is Delhi over here in the location in which we are interested in. Let's send it. And as we send this message here, you can see that we have received a thank you message over here. And after completing this chat over here, instantly within seconds, we will see in our Google spreadsheet, the same answers are automatically updated. We have the same property type, same budget, same time frame, and same preferred location. So this means this complete process, this complete flow which we have created using Pabbly Chat Flow and Pabbly Connect for Facebook lead ads nurturing, this complete process is working perfectly fine. It's not just this. Using Pabbly Connect and Pabbly Chat Flow, you can automate a lot of your processes of your business and basically start the lead nurturing process or updating process and send WhatsApp messages and create flows for a lot of your use cases. So I hope this video was helpful to you and it helped you understand that how you can create and automate processes and flows using the product of House of Pabbly.
So if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with others, or if you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can always write us in the comment box below or email us at support@pabbly.com. Also, you can post your queries on our forum as well. And if you want to check the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.